Guys, welcome to my YouTube. Welcome. Please, you joining me. Like, share, and most importantly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mike_lifestyle. Guys, my channel is about my daily life, traveling, working, cooking, and just generally being outdoor. Today, it is my day off, and I'm just out here taking a stroll in the woods, trying to get some exercise in and enjoying the outdoor while I can. I'm in the Midwest United States, so it's not gonna be much longer before this beautiful sunshine is gone. Make way for the lovely snow season. But right now, I'm just out here taking a stroll, walking the woods in the South Bend, Indiana area, upper Midwest United States. So come along with me, let's go for a walk. Guys, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say scary, but a little bit frightening because the nuts are falling off the trees, and you'll be hearing these little bangs behind you or before you, and you see nothing. And since you're in the wood, you're on high alert, only to find out that it is nuts falling off the trees. The squirrel is gonna be having a field day. They're also gonna be working hard because they gotta store that nut for the winter season when nuts are very scarce. So now is their time to put in the work, get all that nut, get it hidden somewhere. Okay, Bambi's in town. Bambi's here, guys. There you go. Whoa, yes. Bambi's around. Guys, those are deer if you can see them. So the deers are out. Like I said, the squirrels are gonna be working overtime. Welcome to my YouTube, guys. Welcome. Today we're out in the woods taking a walk, getting some exercise in, exploring nature, and at Rum Village, Indiana, United States. All right, this is the boy Mike_lifestyle, YouTube. Please subscribe. Guys, give me a push. I'm trying this thing out. My subscriptions are very low, but I'm working. I'm trying, I'm experimenting, and I'm trying to learn as I go. So give me a like if you come across this channel. Subscribe, share, comment if you can. Say hi to your boy. All right. Guys, I'm out here alone. Usually I'm with my 3 daughters, but right now is a school day. They're in school, so daddy's walking alone today. And I was doing a live, but the connection is not that great in the woods, so I have to cut my live off and do a video. No, guys, on that live, I was talking about men's health, especially black men, since I am a black man, and more particularly black men of Caribbean origin or mainland, motherland Africa origin. So I was saying that I had went to the doctor recently, and just for routine, check my A1C because I struggle with high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and possible cholesterol. Those three usually go together. So, it's always nerve-wracking whenever you go to the doctors to do labs. Got a call this morning that everything was fine. So I'm good. I'm feeling good. But I'm also feeling fortunate because a lot of us black men, especially Caribbean, that I can speak to, Jamaican in this case in particular, and I'm sure, I know, it's the experience of a lot of Africans also. Going to the doctor was a luxury. You either have to be dying, suffering from a toothache, or you're injured seriously for you to see the doctor. Going to the doctor was never a routine checkup for a lot of us. No, let me be quick to clear the air that this is not the experience of all Caribbean people. It's not the experience of all Jamaican. I'm sure it's not the experience of all Africans, all right? But for a lot of us, going to the doctor when we were younger was a luxury. All right, it has to be some sort of emergency for us to see the doctor, or if there was a aid organization, a charity from overseas somewhere that was holding a clinic, a pop-up clinic, then the community would organize themselves and show it in their numbers to get that free checkup. So that was pretty common when I was growing up. So I grew up in the 70s and 80s onward in Jamaica. All right, so now that I'm able to go to the doctor on a regular basis, I consider that a privilege. However, even as an adult, even working in a hospital, even seeing my friends suffer from not going to the doctor, even knowing better than to stay away from the doctors, everything else came before the doctor. The doctor was seen as a burden, a bill to do without. Kids gotta come first, family gotta come first, bills gotta come first. All that stuff had to come first. See, us men, we sometimes get the hard end of the stick because we are called all kind of names: no good, worthless, sperm donors. At the same time, we are the one that is called on when there's a flat tire, when there's a broken pipe, and even to make extra activities that is not supposed to be done. I won't say on here. All right, so we were the one that is called on. We are the strength and the security, but at the same time, we are the no good, worthless sperm donor. Anyway, not here to rant. I'm not here to dwell on the negative. But men's health, our health, is usually on the back burner until it is sometimes too late. Right? So I was at work one day and I completely didn't have any energy. Now, anyone know me know at that time knew that I was high energy. I was on the go. I was pushing it. Right? I helped out people just to volunteer and outside of work, I didn't stay still. I moved. And I just couldn't understand not having any energy. But at the same time, I have been previously feeling tired and just ignoring it as, oh, you're just working hard, you're just grinding, you're just getting old. It is part of, being a man. So, I was ignoring the obvious, put it that way, because I know something wasn't exactly right, but I thought I could push through, At that time, I was going to the doctor, but hiding from the doctor, right? If I didn't feel like there was an emergency, I didn't go. So I was at work and I was feeling really restless, and it got to the point where I was feeling like I was about to collapse, like this is it, I gotta say something. So I walked into the office and up to my director, won't call her name on here, but thank God for her. I walked in her office and I tell her how I was feeling, and she said, well, do you have diabetes? I said, no, I don't have a diabetes. She like, when last did you check? I said, I don't have any reason to check. She said, well, there was diabetes running in your family. I said, no, not that I know of. And she asked me the symptoms again, and I told her, and she said, that is diabetes. All right, now she's a dietitian, not a doctor. And she said, that is diabetes. I insist it wasn't. So she called on a nurse, and the nurse brought down the kit, the testing kit. And when she checked my blood sugar was so high that she herself went into a panic. My blood sugar was measuring 700 and climbing. And guys, if you know about the American standard of measurement with blood sugar, you would know that was a stroke getting ready to happen. And I was rushed upstairs. Luckily, I was already in the hospital, so I didn't have to go far. Got an environmentalist over here, look like brave young lady. Anyways, I was rushed upstairs. I was stringed up and I was put on drip with medication to lower my blood sugar in a hurry. And I say this to say that if I was making regular checkups like I should have been doing in the doctor, this thing would have been caught before it got to that point. And secondly, if I hadn't run out of energy and couldn't go no more, it probably would have been worse. I probably would not have been here anymore, not knowing that this was a situation with me. So I relate this story because I know this is similar to a lot of what my type is going through. My type meaning middle-aged black men, particular of Caribbean and African background. And of course, African American is in that category for sure. So I urge my fellow man to visit your doctors, get checked out, put that little bit aside, get some insurance. Please go to the doctor. You need to be around for your kids, grandkids, and possibly still your parents. All right, go to the doctor. To continue on that story, guys, welcome to my YouTube. Please like, comment, share. Mike_lifestyle. Mike_lifestyle. Today we are here getting some exercise, walking in the woods at Rum Village. Guys, I like this park. For one, it's close to my home, and for two, it's a lot of trails and it's a bit private and easy to walk. You can talk and nobody is in on your conversation. So after I was released from the hospital, I was sent to my doctor. I was given medication and of course insulins and all that bad stuff that you really try to avoid, good stuff that you like to avoid. Eventually I had to change my eating habits. I had to stop, drinking. I did drink, not excessive, but I did drink. And so I had to cut that out, especially beer and sweet beverages, sweetened juices. I had to limit my portions and I had to watch my intake. Previous to that, I had another situation where my gallbladder had some stones and it got so bad that I had to go into an operation to remove it. So before that episode, I had to watch my fried food intake, my spice intake, and if you know Jamaicans, you know that spice is part of us. All right, it's a very big part of us, so I had to limit that. Yeah, I can still have my jerk chicken, don't worry about that. And so I already was facing some challenges. So again, I was feeling this pain and I ignored it until it got to the point where it got the better of me. There's no ignoring it anymore. And again, that's due to the fact that us men, the last thing we want to do is concentrate on our own health because we got so much to concentrate on, including proving to people who don't think we're good enough that we are in fact good enough. So I had this regiment where I had to be sticking my finger with needles because it was the most accurate ways of measuring your sugar. I had to be taking all these medications and I had to be strict on my diet and I had to stay away from my little drinking pleasures. All right, I did really good for a couple of years. I got my sugar back almost to normal, and so I relaxed. Job well done, Mike, right? Well, Christmas came. The sorrel with the rum comes around. The rum cake came. All the goodies from co-workers coming in, you know, a little bit of festivities, and Mike decided that, well, you can manage this without medication, you can manage this without too much monitoring anymore. You got this, you understand what's going on, you make the adjustment, and you're good to go. No medication. Stay away from the doctor for a minute. Well, after about 2 years, like I said, Christmas was festive, I start feeling that something was not right again. So I'm like, oh man, let me go to the pharmacy, grab some stuff and test my sugar. Oops, it was up again. Wasn't no 800, it was 300. Now again, once you're diagnosed, even when you got it under control, you have to maintain, right? You just have to maintain. So it was back to being on all that good stuff that you don't want to take, and some angry words from your doctor, and some are you trying to eliminate yourself from loved ones, you know. So men, please make a conscious effort to go to the doctor. Check up on yourself. You're the foundation. Without the foundation, the whole system is gonna collapse. All right, if your foundation is bad, so is the body, so is the roof, so is the crown. All right, so take care of yourself. Check yourself out. Make that extra effort to be about you. All right, and I'm talking from experience now. All right, guys, one of the most important things in keeping your blood sugar and your blood pressure down is to stay at a healthy weight. Now, at my age, mid-50s, I am not going all out to keep my weight down to where it needs to be. No, that's too much work for me right now. That's a fact. But I am going to do enough to not get overly blown up. It's in my DNA, my body makeup, to be of a thicker type. So I have to accept who I am, but I'm still out here. I'm doing the walks, I'm doing the physical stuff, I'm doing a little bit of exercises, and I'm doing enough not to be out of hand, but I am not gonna push to the gym rat level, to the everyday out there running, lifting, pushing level. I'm gonna be moderate, because I don't want to start ripping up joints and tendons and, you know, cartilages and all that good stuff that make up your body. No, but I'm out here, guys. I'm out here. Men, please go to the doctors. I'm taking a stroll in the park at Rome Village in a beautiful afternoon on my day off, enjoying the day while bringing you a little bit of my lifestyle. Hopefully you'll find some interest in it and you would subscribe to my channel that I'm trying to build. Like, share, comment, as those are nuts falling off the trees. In a couple weeks the leaves are going to be falling off also, and all this beautiful greenery is going to turn to a lovely, colorful experience. And then some bare trees until after the snow and the springs come around again. Guys, some people love the 4 seasons. Some people hate the snow season. And some people actually don't like the hot summers. So different strokes for different folks. I would like for it to stay warm year round, green year round. But I can deal with whatever it is. I have less tolerance for heavy snow these days, but I can tolerate it to the point where I go about my regular daily activities. I'm walking in the woods, guys. It's beautiful out here, and it's It feels good to walk and enjoy the outdoors. Guys, I'm a TV rat, don't get me wrong. I stay in front of the internet. I stay on YouTube. I watch everybody all over the world. My interests are wide and varied. So yeah, I do sit on the television, in front of the television. But I also make time to be out here, just walking. Guys, I love to walk. I walk to work sometimes just for fun. So I hear voices. I think we have people studying the wildlife. Well, not exactly wild, but the different birds and butterflies and the different animals that might be around here. I saw some deer. I saw some squirrel. I saw some chipmunks so far. I seen a big bird. I don't know what it is, but it's a pretty big bird earlier. I'm gonna see what else might be out here. Guys, it's pretty safe. I don't think there's anything harmful out here. I know sometimes lynx is spotted in the general area. A bobcat maybe. A mountain lion. Oh, there goes Bambi. A little baby Bambi. That Bambi is a deer. Hey, what up? So you're enjoying the wild just like I am. Yeah, but I think I don't believe there's any snakes either. It's pretty safe walking out here. Guys, the knees, where it's also fencing. The knees are starting to hurt a little bit, but that's part of being out here as an old man. Things is gonna hurt. Welcome to my YouTube, guys. Mike_lifestyle. I'm your boy Mike. And in this channel, we showcase the Indiana area of the United States, Midwest, close to the Lake Michigan, Superior, Ontario. Not too far from Detroit, Michigan. About 5-6 hour drive from where I'm at, since I'm on the tip of Indiana next to Michigan. I know I'm in your house, but I'm gonna mess with you a little bit. All right. 2 hour drive from Chicago, Illinois, in the other direction. Then our big city is Indianapolis, which I'm completely on the other side of Indianapolis. It is closer to drive to Chicago, Illinois, or Detroit, Michigan, as it is to drive to Indianapolis, Indiana. Even though I'm in Indiana, I'm in the South Bend area, which is right on the border of Michigan and Indiana. Niles is just 10 minutes drive from one side of where I'm at. Niles is the first town in Michigan from where I'm at. 10 minutes drive across the border, not even that much, depends on where you are. You can actually walk in 2 minutes or 2 steps. So yes, that's where I'm coming from. I'm just trying to highlight this little area while I build my channel. Later on in life, we'll probably do a little bit more traveling in the Midwest. Show some more of Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, Missouri, in that general area, guys. Welcome to my channel, Mike_Lifestyle. Guys, I'm getting a little sweaty and itchy here. Guys, I'm just going out for an afternoon stroll. Just getting a little exercise, enjoying the outdoors. Birds, guys. Where you at? Oh, you are. Am I close to you, kids? Why are you being aggressive? Guys, very enjoyable out here. Very enjoyable.